Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. NEIPHIU Joakali Jaitaka 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly 6th session laga second day there. Governor addressed laga motion of thanks for concluding remarks dia homoy Naga political issue do Pradesh Sarkar laga top priority agenda se kushe. Dr. RIO yad dilai ki Nagaland Legislative Assembly de Naga inhabited areas laga integration karne atta resolution passed kurishe. RIO kushi ki integration of Naga contiguous areas upar kin interest ase hulibi Naga political issue Suljav nukurigna thakado Pradesh de thaka Nagas karne ekta serious concern ase. Civil society organizations, tribal hohos, prominent leaders that ex parliamentaries shamil kurigina issue upar kotha kurigina bishi resolution pass kura mention kurigina RIO appreciate kurisha aro Naga political issue upar charcha kura do continue kurubuli aro consultation to loi thakibo kushe. RIO kushi ki itia homoy laga interlocutor AK Mishra individuals or organizations logot meeting lobole Pradesh de bishi par ahishe. RIO kushi ki tik status to najine hulibi cabinet colleagues logot miligina Mishra logot lok pawole bhavna se kushe. RIO assert kurishi ki Naga national groups logot consult kura pichide Naga political issue upar kotha kurubole karne Union Home Minister logot pi lok pawole bhabi ase. RIO janaishi ki issue de chundi Suljav anibole do Nagas laga desire ase kintu honorable, inclusive or acceptable thakibo. RIO political issue upar kotha kura sat school education laga transfers aro rationalization upar pi kotha kurse. Eastern Nagaland People's Organization laga region de teachers laga issue loigina ditari samna kuri thaka upar RIO janaishi. RIO census discrepancies, development projects, reservation policies, sports, healthcare aro alak topic upar kotha kurse. Details saisawo.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, I rise to make my concluding remarks in the discussion on the motion of thanks to the Governor's address in this House, which was delivered on the 3rd March 2025. At the outset, I would like to thank all the honorable members who have participated in the discussion. Of course, every member cannot be given a chance to speak in such discussion for want of time. However, let me say that even the honorable members who have not spoken during this discussion are also participants in the discussion to be a good and attentive listeners. There is not much point being a good speaker unless they are also attentive listeners. Therefore, I thank all the honorable members. I thank the honorable members who have participated in the debate of Governor Address led by Mr. Mkong Imchen and Nimne Konyak Nuglutoshi, Achambemo, Nishito, Yunga, and Dr. Maru, Tian Manem, Kikayome, and Achumemo. I will not go into all the details, but all the members had appreciated the Governor address and then extend their support to the discussion. Though Achumbemo spoke the last, since he has spoken the political issues, Naga political issues, I will start with that. Well, and many other members who had also touched on the Naga political issue, which is #1 top priority agenda of the government. He had bring out the issue of integration of Naga contiguous area and also Nagas as per 16-point agreement kept in the External Affairs Ministry. I appreciate his concern, but at length These need to be deliberated in the parliamentary committees or even inside the house or at the committees which can be set up to discuss on Naga Political Affairs Committee. We have not been very clear how many times we had adopted the integration, in support of integration. I believe we had passed integration of Naga inhabited areas for integration. 8 resolutions were passed, adopted in this Nagaland Legislative Assembly. First was on 12 December 1962. Second was 28 August 1970. The third was 16 September 1994. And fourth was 8 December 2003. That is during my tenure. And 5th July 2015. 6th, 20th September 2018. 7th, 18th Feb 2021. And 3rd August 2021. So there's a keen interest of the integration of Naga contiguous area, and pending Naga political issue not being resolved. It is a serious concern for the Naga people who are living in the state of Nagaland. And therefore, appreciate all people who have passed so many resolutions in consultation with the civil societies and tribal hosts and prominent leaders, including our ex-parliamentarians. This will continue to be discussed and consultation will take place. And the present interlocutor, A.K. Mishra, we want Government of India to be more sincere as per our resolution. And lately, they have been coming to Nagaland, I would say on notice on several occasions also, meeting individuals or organizations, and then we don't know the exact status, but I intend to meet him with my cabinet colleagues in good time, and also I'm looking forward to meeting Union Home Minister to discuss about the Naga political issue after consultation with our Naga nationalist groups. We are seriously concerned that we cannot continue in a stalemate like this. It is a desire of the Naga people that at the earliest solutions comes about, which is honorable, inclusive, and acceptable to the people. In the discussion, many people had come out with the school education department on the transfers and rationalization exercise taken place. I'm happy that Mr. Kakri had at length explained to us, and I appreciate the Department of School Education for taking exercise to bring it to a system. But over the years, we have created too many mistakes. And that has caught up with us, and then we are in a mess today. Therefore, it will take time to bring into the system. And as you remember, this school education, over the years, we don't have qualified people. And so, particularly ENPO area, they wanted that they don't have qualified teachers, so they are being exempted and then extending. And so, in the ENPO area, situation is even worse. We have teachers, but not qualified. And so we are having problem. Like maths and science teacher or subject teachers who are not there, though we have excess teachers. And therefore, they have done some exercise where schools, there are no enrollments or there are single-digit enrollment, or teachers are more than students. Those, as mentioned, dropping the school, closing the school, and rational exercises for transferring the excess teacher to the needed schools has to be done. But transfer posting can be relocated, and as state level committee we should make exercise, and district wise in consultation with the honorable elected members, if we can work with the education department at the district level where you represent, I think we can do more justice to ourselves and to the people. Why I said census is the culprit which has messed up in all our systems, including school education. And many departments, I don't want to say, I think I have left out Dr. Sakato names. I'm sorry, but all who have spoken, I really appreciate, and your endorsements. Coming back to census, as we all know, but let me remind ourselves, and also to educate our community. Census in Nagaland 2001, as mentioned, is 19.90 lakhs. And when I took over government at 2003, we found that the growth rate is too high and that we refuse to accept the census growth rate. With the support of civil societies, tribal hosts, churches, and the commitment of our enumerators and the government officials, we conducted 2011 census, which turned out to be 19,79,000. So that means after 10 years, decadal growth rate was negative. more than 11,000 population became less. There is a negative growth rate of minus 0.06. This is the only state, Nagaland, in the country with a negative growth rate. And all India growth rate is about 18%, 17, 18 up to sometime 20 plus also, but it remains 18 to 20. Nagaland in 2001 census, the growth rate was 67% growth rate. It is not acceptable. And at that point of time, Government of India had passed a law, right to education. And therefore, when you have that much of population, you can open primary school according to your population, upgrade your school to primary to middle school, or middle school to high school. And with the population, the education department may take the exercise. And so many teachers were appointed. And so, teacher-student ratio became, for Nagaland, 1:7. The other day I was talking about 9, but the ratio is 1 teacher, 7 students. But at the national level, it is 1:30. 1 teacher, 30 students. So today we have about 19,000 teachers. We need less than 10,000. That means double the number. That's how nil enrollment teachers, school closed down, teachers have to be redeployed. So there's so many confusion in that. Since Dr. Kakri Yome had explained, I will not go into detail, but since we had kept in hold a state level committee and a district level verification in consultation with the officers and the elected members, let us all try to correct the wrongs we had done. That tells us that the whole Naga, as Honorable Member Nimne was telling, maybe the society, we had not been very honest in census, maybe to gain or to take advantage of many things. But the biometric is coming, so will be caught. So I think that will make us a better persons. In regards Foothill Road, in the questionnaire, question number 1, I have elaborately explained, so I will not further explain, but you still have some concern. I will see that the department with the Honorable Member, Minister, to do justice to all concerned, and that a foothill road. We call it Trans-Nagaland Highway, instead Trans Highway. But it is still in trouble, so I will not take more time to talk on that. One issue, Engineer Junga had mentioned about reservation policy. This I had stated earlier also. And when ENSF had demanded more reservation, I told them that only after census, next census, 2011 census, means next census was 2001 was supposed to be the census, and the whole country had done. Only 1-2 state with us is remaining. And people don't want to do census again. And some even went to the court not to do census. And also we could not conduct. But sooner or later, census, the whole country will do census, and after the census, delimitation will come. This discussion has started in the south, and this will catch up with us. So we must be mentally prepared, and we should do most accurate census this time. In this reservation policy, we will not do piecemeal. When census is conducted, then the whole state will have a total review of reservation policy. Who should be in the backward reservation quota, or who should be out from there? Or even new areas can be taken under that also. But this will be thoroughly studied. I fully agree with Engineer Junga. A reservation should not be as a tribe. It should be on their economic status or educationally backward. Disadvantages. So we hope that this will be done when the census, a better census, is done in our state. Then, our health and family welfare, many had appreciated about the Chief Minister Health Insurance Scheme, and also Dr. Otto's mobile operation theater, which travel around in the equipped ambulance with all their required medicines and doing operation, giving treatments in difficult areas, outside places like Kohima, Dimapur, Mokokchung, but in more difficult areas at free of cost. We are appreciative and we are grateful. Government had sponsored his equipments and contributions from doctors, nurses, and supporters, well-wishers also helping him. We thank him for doing this, and it brings a very good name not only to himself but to the elected members. That elected members can also this kind of humanitarian services, human services. Thank you. In regards to our youth and sports, There are many appreciation in the comments over the governor's speech, for which I am very much encouraged, and all the honorable members giving support and encouragement. And that's why this is a collective achievement. I appreciate all the honorable members, particularly in sports. After a long time, our Paralympic medalist, bronze medalist, Okato Otogie, the government gave recognition as committed in our manifesto and adopted as a policy for the state. We give him a state had given a check of 1 crore 50 lakhs. Well, 1 crore 50 lakhs, because of his medal in recognition of his service. He is not only a sports personnel, he is an army man, and he went to war and he lost his leg. But he continued to pursue his ambition and he became an Paralympic medalist. A huge name for us. Dr. Tiao, the first free India independent, 1958, captain of Indian football team, went to London Olympic, which shows that Nagas have talent. We need some kind of discipline and determinations and commitment. We have talent. We need to coach, train, so that we can win many medals. Manan also mentioned about how we had achieved in the Northeast Olympic or even in national games, we had achieved many medals. I used to remind our people, sports persons, because of our Naga movement and political issue, we have not given much time for sports activities or creating opportunities for the youth. I'm not boasting, but when I took over as Chief Minister in 2003, in 2004, after 41 years of statehood, Nagaland got into All India Olympic Association, affiliated. Only then we start playing national games. After 41 years of statehood. And our players, so they were playing for other states. And they have no platform to play, even if they were talented. Today, we are going to host Asian Belt Wrestling in Kohima. Date is not yet fixed, but this game, bell wrestling and even Naga wrestling, will be exhibited. And even in this, women also will participate. As you appreciated, we had launched the Nagaland Super League football games, most popular game, on 28 January this year in Chamongadima. and the game is getting much popular, and this will end at the last week of March this month. And spectators coming in large groups, and every game is telecast on live. So if you're busy, if you don't go to the ground also, you can see online. You can buy a season ticket. You can buy box, and you can enjoy the atmosphere in the ground. I encourage you to watch in the ground. I'm grateful to some honorable members of this House going to grace the occasion and watch the games. I want all of us to witness live in the ground. Like this, as I had assured, in 1 or 2 years, we'll create all the ASSERTS with Hamas light football ground in all the districts. We must have 2 grounds in a district headquarters. One solely for the football games, because the international standard ASSERTS and Hamas light is required. We should have a same play level. One playing in the grass, one playing in the mud, and one playing in the ASSERTS will be different. In all the required coachings are being given, and a lot of qualified referees also coming. So I hope our youth will take advantage and promote the sports, because this sports is the shortcut, the shortest cut to fame and to become a superstar. And lots of benefits are there. Today you are playing Nagaland Super League. Each player in one season, they have to be paid money. Each tournament, they have to be paid money. Each game, there are prizes. And the best player, the Golden Boot, will get one Toyota car, and the other one will get Kia car, and some bikes are also there for different. Under 19s are promoted in every tournament. In every club, there has to be under 19 boys, and minimum numbers of players to play. And in prize also, the seniors has separate prize, and youngers under 19 has separate prizes. So an opportunity for our youth. Now, coming to our other issues, geology mining. Government of India had announced emission for exploration of minerals of critical and rare earth rare earth minerals. So in this, in all the states, these were looked at. And Nagaland has a rich oil and natural gas deposit in the western part, and mostly rich minerals like nickel, cobalt, lithium. All these are more on the east. So as government also had made announcement, we're in touch with them, and at the earliest, when I go to Delhi, I'll take the department for further discussions to explore and exploit these minerals, because this will bring a huge revenue for our state. Our people want development, all kind of development, but if we don't have revenue, we are still seeking grant, and particularly from 16th Finance Commission also, when we met them, we asked for revenue grant. Up to more than 10,000 crores, because we cannot pay salaries, pensions, debt servicing. We don't have money to do what we want. Now our internal revenues has gone up to from single digit to 13%. There is a huge increase. When I give my budget presentation, all this will come. I will not further elaborate, but these are a few things. And so, together, oppositionless government were serving our people, and whatever you have comment or also given your advisors will be addressed. Whatever you said had been noted, and therefore I will not dwell on individual queries or reply to those things. And therefore, since I will not go into details, I will give my comments. I've given my comments, and only with these concluding remarks, may I request the House to unanimously adopt the motion of thanks to the Governor address as moved by the Incom L. Imchen and seconded by Duglu Doshi and Sri Y. Hamsoy. Thank you.
Ready to launch your dream career? At Eagle Crest Training Academy and Consultancy, we offer expert training in hospitality, aviation, and cruise line. 100% job placement assistance in India and overseas, expert faculty and hands-on training, endless career opportunities worldwide. Your journey to success starts here.